Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. This episode is called Declassified: The Secret Reasons Billionaires, CEOs, and Celebrities Are Moving to Florida. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, comment, and follow us. Also, I'd like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from your favorite celebrities, so check them out. It's something you can buy for yourself or for somebody else as a gift. A live 15-second call is $19.95, and a live 30-second call is $29.95. There are more than 100 celebrities to choose from, so give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now let's get started. More than 1,000 people a day are moving to Florida for a variety of reasons. Some of those reasons most people know already, and some of them are not known to anyone. But there are some secret reasons that are causing billionaires, CEOs, and celebrities to move there now, and we're going to declassify and reveal those reasons to you publicly today. Before we do that, we're going to discuss all of the or some of the publicly well-known reasons that are causing people to move to Florida, and those some of you may already know. First of all, and very important, is the fact that Florida does not charge a state income tax. It's one of the 7 states in the US that have no income tax, and that is something that everybody loves. Financially, this is a major economic incentive to move to Florida for almost everybody. The next advantage is the low cost of housing. The average cost for a home in California is now over $800,000 and rising. In New York, the average cost is above $750,000. In Florida, you can purchase a beautiful home for about $300,000. Now, here's the really interesting part. When you sell your tiny 900 square foot home in California for $800,000 or $900,000, you can then purchase a home 5 times that size in Florida for anywhere from $350,000 to $450,000. And you can bank the remaining $400,000. Just put it in your savings account or your portfolio. In the process, you'll also be improving the quality of your life by getting your kids into a better school system, and you'll get to live in a city that actually picks up the trash and provides other city services. The next commonly known reason that so many people are moving to Florida is to escape the government policies of whatever state they are fleeing from currently. You have major cities in other states that are routinely writing $300 traffic tickets to soccer moms for going 5 miles over the speed limit, but they're refusing to answer police calls for help from citizens. Now, that sort of insanity is causing people to leave in massive numbers. We estimate that every time a city's police department fails to answer someone's call for help, then that victim is hurt or robbed and never gets any assistance, then we estimate that person will tell anywhere from 300 to 3,000 of their friends and relatives on social media and in real life over the next year, and that a significant portion of them will start making plans to leave that same state as well. People will tolerate high taxes for as long as they can, but when you remove police protection, then that will be the straw that breaks the camel's back for most of them. The next reason that people are moving to Florida is because it's a great place to conduct remote working from these days. Last year, millions of people were still tethered to their geographic locations because that's where their employee was. This year, that's no longer the case. This year, thousands of companies have decided to allow their employees to work remotely, and many of them have made that a permanent new policy. That means that you can now live in Florida and enjoy the sun and weather while you continue to work for your boss back in New York or California or even Alaska. How great would it be when it comes to a change of scenery to be able to move from Alaska to Florida and just continue doing your work uninterrupted from your computer? Next, you have the cost of a college education. Florida's colleges are significantly less expensive than colleges in California, Texas, or New York, and that trend continues to improve in Florida's favor as other states continue to raise their costs and their fees. What about quality of life issues? Well, Florida definitely beats out the other states when it comes to the quality of life differences, even before recent events, which caused the rise of hellish living conditions in New York, California, Washington, Minnesota, and Nevada. The quality of life in Florida was fantastic. Since recent events have taken place in those other states, one can easily characterize life in Florida as paradise when compared to New York or California. There's no comparison anymore. Those other states have essentially reverted back to some kind of dystopian Mad Max-like existence that has people packing up and leaving those states in record numbers. Those are many of the publicly known reasons that most people are moving to Florida. What are the secret reasons that so many billionaires, CEOs, and celebrities are moving there? Well, there are a number of them. People may whisper about these reasons in Palm Beach or Boca Raton, but we're going to disclose to you what those whispers have been all about. We'll tell you why all these high net worth individuals are really relocating. The first reason is the Florida Homestead Law. This law prevents creditors from going after your primary residence in Florida in order to satisfy a creditor's money judgment against you. That means a creditor can't put a lien on your home just because you owe them money after they take you to court and win. Homestead protection is given to residents within a municipality on lots of up to half an acre. And if you live outside of a city, then you can include up to 160 acres of land in your homestead exemption. And here's the really great part. The law says that there is no restriction on the square footage or the value of the residence that you buy. You can buy a $100 million house in Florida, claim it as a primary residence. Mind you, it actually has to be your primary residence because they will go to great lengths to prove that it is or that it isn't. And then you can transfer all your assets into the acquisition of that primary residence. Why is this such a big deal? It's a huge deal because a lot of billionaires and CEOs and celebrities are in serious financial trouble now. Nobody wants to discuss this publicly, and a lot of them aren't even discussing it with their families. They're not disclosing how bad their finances are, but their problems, their financial problems, are catastrophic in many instances, and their creditors are going to come at them from all directions very soon. The economy has destroyed many of their businesses, their stock portfolios, and their assets, and that has placed them in a position where they need legal protection so that creditors can't seize and take their wealth away. So what are they doing? They're selling off their assets and buying the largest home on the largest and most valuable piece of land they can buy in Florida. They're doing this because their primary residence in Florida cannot be seized by creditors or bill collectors, even if they take a court judgment against them. This is what O.J. Simpson was widely reported to have done when he was being sued. He put his money in a large house in Florida so that when they got a court judgment against him in California, he could protect his assets in Florida by embedding his wealth in the purchase of that home. Many people believe that the economy and the business sector will continue to struggle for a while and drive many more businesses into bankruptcy. When that happens, all the CEOs, billionaires, and celebrities out there who are in financial trouble are going to get nuked by creditors, and they're going to start panicking to protect their assets. So what are they going to do? They're going to start buying very large and very expensive properties in Florida to protect their assets. There's another secret reason that so many billionaires, CEOs, and celebrities love Florida, and that is that they love to network with each other. Because Florida has such a large population of billionaires and celebrities, the idea of joining them geographically is very appealing because it will allow them to network with these peoples in an effort to do deals in the future. Lastly, but just as importantly as all the other reasons, is the fact that the laws, regulations, and many of the court rulings coming out of Florida are very business friendly. Unlike New York or California, which are extremely hostile and predatory towards businesses and business people, the legal infrastructure and laws in Florida are very encouraging for businesses, and that makes it easier to run a business there. It also increases the likelihood that your business will turn a profit if you locate in a place like Florida. So, with that, I want to thank you for watching, and we will talk to you soon.